According to the Uganda National Child Labour Policy 2006, child labour is defined as that work which is mentally, physically, socially or morally harmful to children. The Uganda National Household Survey 2019-2020 shows that child labour increased to 36% from 21%. When the government reopened schools after 2 years of closure because of the pandemic, 1 in 10 school children did not report back to school and are presumed to have slept off to child labor, according to the figures by the United Nations Children's Fund. While briefing media about tomorrow's World Day Against Child Labor event, the Assistant Commissioner, Labor Inspection at the Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development, Amuriat Bernard, acknowledged the unprecedented rise in child labor with Busoga and Bukedi dominating the top position.
Furthermore, analysis of the data before and after the 20th March 2020 showed that 36% of the children aged 5 to 17 years engaged in child labor, including household chores, an increase, of course, as I said, from 21 to 36%. When the data is aggregated by sub-region, Busoga Bukedi had the highest proportion of children aged 5 to 17 years involved in child labor, at 29% and 28% respectively.
Whereas the government has come up with various initiatives to combat child labor, Isma Kaland, the principal labor officer at the Ministry of Labor, has attributed the rise to not only poverty, but as well the incapacity by the ministry to prosecute the child labor offenders, as he explains.
The government also has a duty to try to increase, to put money into the pockets of the parents such that they can afford to look after their children, take them to school. And government, we at least we have not been so good, so vigilant in prosecuting these child labor offenders. One of the problems is our prosecution arm is still a bit weak. We are just still building it. However, when we find these children who are engaged in child labor, we will withdraw them, we will rehabilitate them, we take them to school, and we also resettle them into the communities. And then the employers will report them to police.
It is against this ground that Amuriat called upon the public to join the government and other stakeholders in the elimination of child labor in the society.
The community where that child hails from as a responsibilities, the leader where the child comes as a responsibility, the sub-county, all those different levels. So as a ministry and as government alone, we cannot address this issue of child labor. It's like in here, like when the COVID came, you saw where everybody, my government marshaled, everybody came and supported. So I think the challenge why the figures are going up, first of all because of COVID, because the figures were down. Secondly, after COVID, of course, we have had the challenges, especially like in Karamoja sub-region, where we get these street children being brought up here. Where again, of course, some of our people are not helping government and not helping the local community. So, but I would like to inform you that we have got on board more partners who are coming to support government.
The rise from 21 to 36% explains the defeat of the president's attempt to end child labor by 2025, which is so well demonstrated in 2011 when he adopted the NAP2 during the International Year for the Elimination of Child Labor 2021. Joseph Kabali, UCTV News.